Hi guys, it's Tina, and today I want to talk about my December wrap-up. It is actually Saturday morning on January 2nd, and I'm planning on uploading this video hopefully Tuesday, and then uploading my January TBR on Friday. Let's get into it. So this month I finished 2 books. I DNF'd 1 book, and I'm currently in the middle or partway through reading 2 other books. First, I'm going to talk about the 2 books that I did not finish and I'm currently reading. The first book is The Wheel of Time, The Shadow Rising. I am on chapter 10, about page 180, and I just couldn't stand it any longer, and in the middle of reading a bunch of other books, just picked up this book and just started chucking away at it because I got tired of almost spending 2 months away from these books, and I've noticed I'm starting to lose some stuff. There's one character that I can't remember who they are or how they came into the story. I think I have a good idea about who they are and how they came into the story, but I think I'm gonna have to read further on or probably go back to the other book, but it is what it is. I'll figure it out. And then there's one character that just seems to be missing. I don't know where he went or why he doesn't seem to be showing up in the story. Is he on his own separate quest that I'm forgetting about, or what is going on there? So I'm getting frustrated that I spent too long away from this series and I've started to forgotten, and I'm not I don't know 100% what's going on. But luckily, Robert Jordan's writing style is a tiny bit repetitive, so I'm pretty sure I'll catch up with just continuing and reading the books. I'm excited to get back to this. I hear from a lot of people that this is one of their favorite books in the series. It has already been action-packed and intriguing and consuming, and I've been wanting to pick this book back up more than the other book that I've been reading. The next book that I'm in the middle of reading is Rhythm of War. I'm not sure at this point what I'm gonna do with this book. It's not that I want to DNF it, but I'm spending so much time away from it that when I pick it back up, I'm a little disoriented in where I'm at. But it's not something that I am dying to reach for like I am The Shadow Rising right now. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I think my plan is to just slowly chunk and plug away at this book.
One of the reasons, and this is just stupid, and it's just me and my brain, I haven't been super trying to pick it up, is that I started a vlog. So I started a vlog with this book, this is my thoughts at 100 pages, this is my thoughts at 200 pages or whatever. But I'm at the point where I'd want to do my next vlog, and I can't remember what I said in the first vlog, and then I plan to go back and edit the first vlog so I know what I said, so I know to say in the second vlog, and the whole vlogging thing is just perplexing me. And so I don't know if I'm just going to give up the vlog and just read the book, or if I'm really going to try to continue with the vlog because it's fun. I don't want to do it. ADD. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this book. I'm still in the middle of reading it. I don't know. Any suggestions? What do you think I should do?
Okay, the 2 books that I finished. So the first book that I finished is a book by independent author Jamie Waters. I talked about the 4th book in the series in my 2021 releases that I really want to read. I will leave the video in the cards up there if you want to check that out. I finished the 3rd book in the series, which is Facets of Power. This series is about a Fae princess that goes into hiding in a human city because her family wants to kill her because they want to be the sole rulers of the Fae, and they don't want her to contest it because she is the heir because her mother was queen and all of that royal mess. So while hiding out in the city, protected by demons, she meets a dragon who is trying to find a person who has Fae blood who can open up these artifacts or use their magic to open up these artifacts so that once he collects them, he opens up the artifact's magic, and then he can close the portal for his dragon people. Now, the Fae and the dragons are mortal enemies because however long ago, there was a huge war where they were trying to destroy each other. So it is a kind of enemies to lovers romance, except for Sabine, our main character, doesn't know at first and for a while that he's a dragon. It's a little bit messy, interesting, and it's a great time. It's a paranormal romance with a little bit of adventure with finding these artifacts. The world, every book expands because the first book you're in this human town and you get to experience how Fae hide with the humans. And then in the second book, you go somewhere else. And then in the third book, you go somewhere else. So you get this ever expanding magical world. And it's really interesting. And I really enjoyed it. And so yeah, that is the first book that I finished this month. Now, finally, I know you've all been waiting for this because I've been promising it for like 2 or 3 months, I swear. I finally finished The Wilder Girls. I read it completely in its entirety and finished. And it wasn't what I expected. It is weird. I enjoy weird, but this had me kind of perplexed about what was actually going on for at least like a third of the book. Like I didn't understand like what is going on? Why are we in this situation? What's going on here? Throughout reading it, I didn't know if I enjoyed it. Like I didn't know at all if I was going to like this book by the time I got to the end of the book. You know how you generally like, oh no, I'm gonna like this book, and maybe you get a thrown punch at the end and then you hate it. No, I had no idea about this book, but it was interesting. I did want to keep reading it. I did want to know what was going on. I did care about these characters. I still don't know how I feel about this book and how it ended. There's a conclusion, but there wasn't. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this book. It is true to, it is about some kind of disease. The summary of this book is that these girls are at like an all-girl boarding school where I'm not sure if it's all Navy, but it did talk a lot about a lot of military families are sending their daughters to this school on this island. A kind of disease breaks out, and so they isolate this island to where nobody can go in and out. These girls basically have to quarantine and can't go out of their school and are kind of like on their own. It's interesting. It's weird. It seems like how it ended, there should be a sequel, but I'm not sure if there is a sequel. But I don't know if I'd recommend this or not. If you're into something weird, pick it up. But I'm not sure. It's not, I don't know. That's what I don't know. That's what I have to say. I'm not unhappy that I read it. I'm actually pretty glad that I read it. But I don't know. That's what I don't know. If you've read this, let me know what you think. And let me know if you're in the same, like, I don't know what to think about this book, or if you have like definite thoughts, because I would love to hear them. Honorable mention, I didn't get to Dune. I'm so disappointed about that. And finally, the book I DNF'd. And I don't know if this is a book that's permanently DNF'd, but I felt myself pushing and pushing and pushing to read it, which wasn't fun. And that book is Promise of Blood. I really wanted to like this book. It has all of the things. It has political intrigue. It has gunpowder as magic. It has overthrowing a kingdom. It has all of the things, but I just couldn't give a crap about any of the characters. I was listening while reading the book. I felt myself just going off into La La Land and not reading or listening to the book and like finding somewhere else where my brain wanted to go. And then I realized I have when I came back, I realized I have no idea what's going on. So then I have to rewind and listen and rewind, listen. I don't know if I don't know. It switches perspective often, and I kind of got lost in that. And I'm not blaming the book. It could just be like my brain is not ready to comprehend a book like this right now. I cannot focus enough to comprehend a book. There was only one thing that I cared about, and I want to know who was ripping out the pages of the books. That's literally the only thing I cared about. I didn't care about the characters. I didn't care about I didn't get enough of the magic system, although there could be a ton of magic system explaining in here. It's just that I couldn't pay attention long enough to actually get to it. So I am DNFing this book for now, and maybe waiting until I might be in the headspace to where this is something that I need to read. This kind of felt like, I wouldn't say this kind of felt like the Game of Thrones, but it's different than the Game of Thrones. But so I feel like it would be like the Game of Thrones for me. The writings, I don't know. I read Game of Thrones after I saw the show. And so I already cared about the characters. I already, could picture the stuff in my mind. I was looking for the stuff that was different from the show to the book. And that was intriguing. So I feel like this may be like the same kind of thing. Like if there was a visual thing that I could look, maybe I would care more, or maybe I would be more invested. It's just that I'm not able able to picture this book at this time. So I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not giving up hope at all. I'm just saying I don't have the brain space or the attention span or the right headspace to like this book right now. So I'm keeping it, I'm not gonna unhaul it, and I'm going to see in the future if there's something that brings me back to the book. So that's it. That's all. That is all I read in December, and let me know if you've read any of these books and what you think about it. Do you have the same opinion as me? Do you have different opinions? Let's talk about it below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos of me, hit the subscribe button and the bell, I think. Yeah, the bell, so that you always get notifications. If you have something to say, comment below. I will see you hopefully next week. Bye. The Fae and the dragons are mortal. There was a huge war where they're just. I can't talk.